Hey everyone, it's Ardith. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm using the new iCrafter Heart Hand Wiper Insert die set for the very first time. I've watched a quick video that Linda showed to the team, but other than that I have no experience with this die, so I'm excited to just dive right in and see how easy it is to make it work. Here's what it looks like when it comes out of your die cutting machine. You can see that all the score lines are very clear and ready to fold. The first thing you have to do is fold everything back along this line. By the way, I'm using 80-pound paper here, and I found it a little too thick to work with, although it did work in the end, but you may want to use something a little thinner. Next, you want to create little mountains with these angled folds. This was the trickiest bit for me. I just needed to work it back and forth a little bit to make sure that I got it right, and eventually they folded down into a shape like this. Finally, there's a little tab at the back that you fold in as well. To put it together, you need strong adhesive. I'm using Be Creative tape. Just be sure you put it on the correct side. First, you want to put it on the tabs. Those two tabs will line up with the fold on the inside of your card base. I just peeled off the release paper and I put it up against the fold and I pressed it down. The decorative front of the mechanism needs to be attached to the back of the mechanism, so I put some tape there, and then finally the tab on the back of the mechanism needs to be attached to the top of the card base. This tab is narrow, so I changed to some 1/8 inch score tape. The easiest way to get it all glued in the right places is to lay the card down flat and press everything down. And now you can see how the mechanism works and how it will fold flat inside the card. And that's another reason why lighter paper would be better, because there are quite a few layers here, so the thinner your paper, the flatter your card will lie when it's closed. The die set comes with these two little hand dies that come together to form a little heart with the thumbs and the first fingers. It's very cute, but I want to try something a little different, so I've cut 2 strips of acetate. I cut them to about 3/8 of an inch wide by about 2 inches long. Off screen, I've also colored 2 of the faces from Making Faces. I thought this could be a sweet engagement card or a Valentine. I'm putting score tape along the bases of the acetate strips, and then these go onto the back side of those little angled folds. You can see that they kind of turn as the card closes so that they go more horizontal, but then they become more vertical as the card opens. The movement of the strips may not be very clear in the video yet. You'll see it better when I attach the heads. I put the girl down on the right-hand side first, and then I close the card to see how she moves, and also to make sure that when it closes, the top of her head doesn't stick out from the side of the card. The set also comes with this striped heart die, and it fits perfectly on the front of the mechanism. So I've cut it out of white cardstock, and I'm going to inlay the stripes after I color them with COPIC markers. I've chosen a cool color scheme of blues and greens. To assemble the heart, I'm going to put the die down on the front of the mechanism, put the negative die cut around the die. This gives me an idea of where I need to put my glue so that when I place the heart and the stripes down, there's a sticky place behind for all the die cuts to stick to. I give the heart a burnish with my bone folder, and then I notice that the top flap probably should have been folded the other way and glued to the card on the other side. But I don't think it's fatal at all, and really overall, for my first time with this mechanism, I think I've done pretty well. To decorate the front of the card, I've inlaid the love die cut that also comes with the set into a white panel after I colored it with stripes of the same COPIC markers so that it coordinates with the heart on the inside of the card. I put it onto an Oyster card base, and then I added some blue and aqua jewels from Pretty Pink Posh, and here's how the card works. I hope you enjoyed this video. I left the card quite simple and really just focused on the mechanism, but I'm pleased to see how easy it is to figure out to put together, even as a newbie. Product links are below and also on my blog. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.